borrowed time. The doctor kept his voice low, like bad news might break less if it whispered. He turned the screen toward the wall and folded both his hands together. Said, we found it later than we hoped. There are treatments we can try. I stared at the coffee stain on his sleeve and asked him how long I had to lie. He said 6 months, maybe 12, depending on what my body could take. Funny how life gets measured by appointments you're afraid to make. I walked outside in February, cold enough to turn breath white. Everybody moved like morning matter. I was living on borrowed time. I called my brother, let it ring. Called my daughter, did the same. I'd have spent 10 years avoiding every number tied to shame. Now I'm living on borrowed time, but every second still feels mine. I wasted years defending wounds that never asked me to choose a side. I thought forgiveness meant surrender. I thought leaving made me right. Now the clock sounds like a heartbeat, and I'm living on borrowed time. My daughter met me at a diner off the interstate near Boone. She came in wearing a mother's jacket. Late afternoon beneath the shoes. She didn't hug me when I stood up. She just asked, why call me now? There are questions built like houses you can't answer from outside. I said, I was scared of being needed, scared I'd fail you like you failed me. She said, you did not disappear because your father made you leave. That landed harder than the diagnosis, clean and sharp between my ribs. Some truths don't come to kill you, they come to show you where you live. She stirred sugar through a coffee. I watched the spoon go round and round. Then she said, I have a little boy, his name is Eli, he's 5 now. I saw his picture on a phone, 2 missing teeth, my father's eyes. I had a grandson growing older while I practiced staying gone. I'm living on borrowed time, but every second still feels mine. I wasted years defending wounds that never asked me to choose a side. I thought forgiveness meant surrender. I thought leaving made me right. Now the clock sounds like a heartbeat, and I'm living on borrowed time. My brother answered on a Sunday. He was working on Dad's truck. Said the carburetor still fought him. Same as everything we loved. We had not spoken since the funeral. I blamed him for selling Dad's land. He blamed me for missing hospice, and neither accusation healed a thing. I drove 3 hours through the rain, found him underneath the hood. He looked older than I remembered, but somehow painfully familiar. He wiped both hands across his jeans and said, you look like hell. I laughed until I started crying, then he held me while I fell. We sat inside the old garage with motor oil and cedar dust. He said, Dad asked for you each morning. I said, I know I wasn't strong enough. He said, strength ain't never silence. That's a lie men teach their sons. We opened up Dad's final bottle and poured it into the dirt. So I made a list on hospital paper. Teach Eli how to cast a line. Tell my daughter I'm not asking for the years I left behind. Fix the porch step in my brother's drizzy mama's grave alone. Write down every ugly memory so it doesn't follow anyone home. I used to think my pain was sacred, like no one else could understand. But hurt becomes a loaded weapon when you carry it in both hands. I had mistaken isolation for some noble kind of pride, but loneliness is just a locked room with the key still held inside. I'm living on borrowed time, So I'm returning what was never mine. All the anger, all the silence, all the years I let divide. Forgiveness is insane. That the damage was alright. It is choosing not to drag it through whatever day you survive. Now the clock sounds like a heartbeat, not a sentence, not a sign. I don't know how long is left here, but tonight, this life is mine. Eli sat beside my hospital bed with crayons scattered on the sheet. He drew a house with 7 windows and added 1 more next to me. My daughter slept against my shoulder. My brother watched the morning rise. There was sunlight on the floorboards, and no one was searching for goodbye. The doctor said the treatment helped, he would not promise me a year. I said I'm done demanding answers from a future that isn't here. I still wake up scared some mornings, still count every ache inside, but fear no longer gets the whole day. It only gets a little time. I thought dying would teach me living. Truth is love, it tried for years. I just needed something final before I finally learned to hear. So when Eli asked why Grandpa keeps that paper by his side, I tell him every day's borrowed. That's what makes it yours and mine. And when the evening fills the windows, I no longer close the blinds. I sit beside the people I came back to and spend what's left of borrowed time.